won 2 out of the last 10 games. That's bad.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Los Angeles attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next.
What's up, YouTube? Rich Gamer 997 here. Tonight we're back on MLB The Show 18.
Mike
If you guys
Foltynewicz
enjoy
pitching in game
the stream,
3
make
of
sure
the
to leave me a
series.
like, make sure to leave
Dan,
me a
any
comment.
thoughts?
And
Hey,
yeah,
this
please don't
guy's
forget
had
to
a
subscribe.
really solid
Let's
season,
play.
and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
My glasses. Oh, what?
Digging in now, Arturo Julio. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Arturo Julio.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club as they enter play here this afternoon. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10, and I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of it in. Very dangerous right now.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive.
Anthony Rizzo.
Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Case might try to make a play on it. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is pulled into right. Patterson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs, no.
I messed up on that pitch. I pressed the button too damn early. Ooh,
So striding forward now, Rich Bulldog. He'll
RBIs.
get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Dan, Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, no excuses anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on the field. We're in June now. This is a good harbinger of what's to come, and this team's playing well. Expect them to be in the race for a while.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Wilson Contreras. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. In there for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Wow. chase that one at all.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Albert Almora is on deck. Another full count offering on its way. Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Swing and a line drive. And a base hit. The first of the game for the Cubs.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a curveball that gets him out in front for a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Jurickson Profar. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
No doubt home run. Holy shit, with the breaking ball.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
And a first pitch
We
knuckle
know once
curve
they
is a
give up
ball
runs,
strike.
the chances
0-1.
of us winning the game
One
is
out,
none.
nobody on.
Because we can't put up any fucking more runs.
Strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Back up the middle. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. And now the Cubs pitcher, Mike Foltynewicz, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Harden has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in to try it again, Arturo Julio. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Nope, down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Can't believe I missed that.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and
right
2. You start it in
perfectly
the
lined
zone
up
and let
in
it
the
break
line
out
and
of the
you
zone
miss the
where it
fucking
can't be
pitch.
punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Hit hard on the ground to third. And into left field for a 1-out hit.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Well, I guess the catcher didn't know how to call for any other fucking pitch except for breaking balls.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Grounded up the first baseline. Step on the bag for 1, and he's safe. Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First offering on its way, and it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Julio stands at second with 2 gone. Again, he sends it out of play. Here it comes on 0-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
I can't believe that missed.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I got the count 0-2.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. McDaniel will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. Stepping in, Albert Almora. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed up a little high.
Difficult. The Dodgers and dropped like their last 6 games in a row.
Here's a strike.
And they gave up a 2-run home run to freaking Chicago. And chances are we probably gonna
hit
lose
hard to
this
the right
fucking
side,
game.
but foul. The 1-2. Liner. And he'll get over to... Oh, it kicks off his glove. How did he do that? And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second
I
out.
should always cover.
Ready to take his hacks again, Jurickson Profar, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Hey, and in that last at-bat, he took this one to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the ballpark. So this guy can hit a breaking ball a long way.
Yeah, he hit
According
my
to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Profar
hit that
has a
shit
batting
for a
line
home run.
residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Cold strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base
You
runner.
never get a fucking call on the line.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set and the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Oh, wow. One ball is rolling in the wall in the back.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swung on but fouled off to the left. And another foul ball. Profar, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
That cutter.
Cubs strand 1. They still lead it 2-1.
I'm probably going to win it 2-1 since we
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rich Bulldog, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch is a slider that misses below the zone. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line.
That's a good fucking drive. Hopefully that will bring home tie the game. Should I go for 3 now?
Tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Digging in once again, Eugene Harden. He'll swing it from the left
Pitcher
side
is
right
doing
here.
better than
One of
the
the
guys
things this guy would
hitting
like
on
to
his
do
damn
from the
team.
left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
The tag gets 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
So, I guess they didn't
Striding
do shit
into the
right
box, Alexi Amarista. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Popped him up.
Popped him up.
Case shading to his right, and
Welcome
he
to the
hauls it
stream.
in for the first out of the inning. Into the box, Mike Foltynewicz. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Low age 24.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hope
Takes
you're
a
having
high
a wonderful
fastball for a strike.
Labor Day weekend.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking his zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Into the box, Arturo Julio, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The pitch went the same place that the
corner,
last pitch
slicing
went, but
foul.
one hit the zone and the other one missed.
2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Off the LED board and gone.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Jason Hayward is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. This is flared out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Just the 1 hit. Stepping up now, Rich Bulldog. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. Line drive to center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So we'll go at least one at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Hey, guys, that's his second hit of the game. He's
I wish
also
I
got
had
a
the
good
power,
chance
man,
of
that
getting a
Prime Time
W on
does.
the mound. I mean, this is
killing
stuff
that
you do
dude
when
be
you're
a
9
home
and 10
run.
years old. Not when you're in professional baseball.
Digging in, Eugene Harden. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Right there for strike 1.
Seems like even if you're
You
pitching
look at this hitter,
or
he doesn't
hitting,
care about
if you
being
get
down
on
on one. He
base,
doesn't care about having
the
2
guys
strikes
that
with
bat
him.
behind
He's got
you
the utmost
just
confidence
comes
in his
up and
ability to work
suck.
back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Fastball, and he's
Downloading
quickly in the
2K's
hole. 0-2.
Prelude. That shit takes 40 minutes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts? Doesn't get much better than that.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Two out, nobody on. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the order too.
Chopped weakly to the left. Semien scoops it up, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Here's Jurickson Profar. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a breaking ball stays outside.
I don't know what's up with that another curve. Why
first
he
with
gets
2
away.
away. And that's in there for his strike. 1-1.
This guy hit
1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
The last time. Got to be careful of him.
And this one's in the dirt.
Out.
Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. Cubs are down quietly. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Ready for another shot now. Jurickson Profar. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
0-1 looked like a knuckle curve, and it's 1-1 now. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
Swung or didn't swing, it was in the zone, so.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
You got that one hit, and then you got a walk, so you had a lucky day.
Victor Caratini. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Victor Caratini.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. looking to send him packing again. Oh, this one
Oh, come on, dickhead, get it.
He saved a great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
Bounce off his fucking glove.
Digging in, Alexi Amarista, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
Runners on first with 1 down.
Already.
And a knuckle curve missed that time, 2-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. 2-2 pitch just missed.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
He pulls this one into right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Michael Brantley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Michael Brantley.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. Anthony Santander will be summoned off the bench here.
What the fuck? Chicago won? And that this asshole hit another home run again,
Several
probably.
good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in
he
by
had
the
the
guy
one
you
home
see
run.
right
He
there.
had one
He's
fucking
our
hit,
top player of the
one
game.
home run. That's all he hit.
Well, your one hit of the
Hit
game
the
is a
two-run home run off of me. We had a 6-3 fucking lead when they pulled me out the game.
It wasn't a huge
That
day on
shit
the
is
stat sheet, but
unfucking believable.
it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
How the fuck did he bring the team to a win? He had one fucking hit. And how the fuck did we lose this game? We're up by 3 runs.
A close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one.
9-8.
Came through
Wow.
and it mattered
Wow.
in the 9th on the way
Holy
to the win.
shit, man.
Tristan Parks earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
2 innings. Gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 4 errors, 1 base and ball, 1 strikeout. This asshole is 0-3, and they still using this dickhead as a fucking relief pitcher. Oh, such bullshit. So that's 7 in a row we done lost and shit. Because they pulled me out the game. I can pitch over 100 pitches. What the hell is the difference? Well, at least I didn't get the loss. That's a good thing. Well, there's no way I was going to get the loss. When I left the game, I would had the lead. Now we're fucking in the shitter. Control.
Good job, good job.
Excuse me. I know why they even show the runs batted in. They all have the same number. There's nobody leading.
Tuesday night baseball here on the show from...
Can't believe we lost that game.
Rich
Can't believe that,
Bulldog
man.
is on the mound for the Dodgers in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
Here's Michael Brantley, and we are set
this
for
asshole
baseball
again.
here this evening.
Oh. Now he's leading off.
First pitch on its way. Fouled off.
Oh, no, this is...
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
With that, a look at the
I thought they
Cubbies
were hot
starting
for a
lineup.
second, and
What's
then
your
they
take
went
as
on
they
a
try to get back
shit
to their
show.
winning
I don't know
ways,
what they
Dero?
were doing.
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here 3-4 game set, 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
The windup and the 0-1. Hard on the ground at first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set with the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here. And the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement.
Fastball is my best pitch, and is the pitch
one
I
of the
pitch
things
the
you have to
least.
really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Verdugo waits on it. And the inning is over.
Verdugo.
1 left for the Cubs. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score.
Harding, Verdugo, Bellinger.
At the plate, Jason
What did
Hayward.
they do?
They'll get us started in the top of the second.
Nothing.
Here comes the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Bulldog,
I don't know why I don't like
23
Jason
years
Hayward.
old.
I just
He was a
don't like him.
24th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
What an absolute steal. I mean,
I know,
this guy's
sometimes it's
gotten a lot of
strange,
people
like,
some big raises in the
You never
organization.
met a person
To be
in life
drafted
or
as low as he
anything. You
was
just
and
see them
turned
on the
himself
TV,
into
but
one
for
of the
some reason
biggest
you
superstars in
don't
our
like him.
sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's doing.
Jason Hayward is one of those persons.
Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And the knuckle curve that time got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in the lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
Stepping up to the plate, Addison Russell. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Verdugo. 2 gone.
You know, you thought that if you get the lined up, it should be a perfect pitch. But
Standing in, Jurickson
thinking that
Profar,
shit.
looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that
been
one.
out for how long and been dealing with the same issues
The
for
breaking
how
ball
long.
that time
It's
in
not
for a
like they're gonna
strike.
fucking fix it, so.
He was able to foul
I
out one
wish
off, but you
2K
can tell
had
he was definitely late.
downloaded
Breaking ball, the
quicker.
pitch
I
before
would've
that
played
heater
that
right there.
instead.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike
2K.
3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Rich Bulldog,
how the
and he
gameplay
could give his
is.
guys an early lead if he can come through here.
If it's gonna be like last year, it's gonna be better.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
The prelude,
Down to
damn it,
third.
that hit
He's
into a
got
double
it.
play. Shit.
Amarista relay to first in time, and just like that, this side.
In the prelude, at least will let you
Stepping
know
into
if
the
you
box,
want to
Alexi
pay your
Amarista.
money for the game
We are
or
all
not
set to begin the
when it
third
comes
inning of
out.
this one. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Amarista, who's earned the nickname Ninja. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent.
Oh,
Ouch,
come
that one
on.
hit him.
How the hell did that ball run in that far and hit
Looks
him?
like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
The pitcher, Sam Batista, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. Let's see if that is indeed on right here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Here's Michael Brantley. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Amarista leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. 1-2 now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really
gotta
an
watch my
exciting
pitch
pitcher to
count
watch
this time.
when he's sending
Last
guys
time I
packing
pulled
like
out the
this.
game because I had over
Standing in
100
now,
pitchers in the
Diego
freaking
Barrios.
7.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Line to the right side. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Their
This game is
chances were
unbelievable
slim,
sometimes,
so
Dan. There's a bullet knock
that
right there.
double
You're
7.
expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
You should have changed that slurve.
Cubs strand a couple. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ian Happ, flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
The count was 1 and 2.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Opportunity now to take a look into some of the future plans for the Dodgers as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent minor league action. Here's Jason Hayward now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. 1-1.
That's inside.
Hard on the ground toward short. Simeon's there.
Oh, wow. You think he would fucking try to get back to the bag and tag it. Instead, he just took that.
Infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Here's Addison Russell, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Run off him in the last time. You got to be careful of him.
Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
The knuckle carry.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Cubs strand 1. It remains 1-0.
Patterson, Seaman, and Santander.
Into the box now, Alexi Amarista. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Now at the plate, Sam Batista. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Popped him up. Bellinger has room in foul territory. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now in the box, Michael Brantley. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. And a high strike there, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They still trail 1-0. So stepping in, Rich Bulldog.
They went for a double play, bases loaded, and 1 out. Hopefully they don't do that this time.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line toward the alley in left
There
center.
we go.
And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
But he fell down.
And they've really
Why
got
he
something
fell down,
going
I
here.
don't
Runners
know.
at second and third to start the inning.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Eugene Harden. He's gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
3-2 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So striding in, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 2 for him.
Come on, Verdugo, get shit going. So we can mess with the pitcher a little bit by moving.
Hit on the ground to short. The throw will go to third, and they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score.
Yeah.
The next Cub up, Diego Barrios, will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Now the 2-0. On the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. In there, no balls and a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ian Happ, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
64 pitches, 6th inning. So I'm doing way better than I did the last game. As far as controlling my pitch count.
Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run.
Really? Wow. That ball didn't look like a fucking home run.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Jason Hayward is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice,
I think they just sometimes give them a run, give them a hit. You know, because some of the pitches is good pitches, but they hit it for fucking home runs.
Down the third baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and bring in Addison Russell to bat next.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third baseline. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Addison Russell is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Hayward leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounder down the line at third.
And the funny thing is, it never fails. They always hit a home run with 2 outs.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one in. Leading off the inning, Jurickson Profar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
sent out to straightaway center field. Verdugo waits on it. One down. Now at the plate, Alexi Amarista. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be...
Here comes the
Really?
Dodger
They pulled
manager
me out the
making his
fucking
way
game?
toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the
That's some
setup
shit.
guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't
Yeah.
so sure before, but the
Douchebag.
results sure speak for themselves.
Douchebag
Tonight's game
managers.
comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. Los Angeles crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Rich
11 strikeouts.
Bulldog wins his team-leading
One
10th game of the year,
error,
picking up
1 run,
11
4
strikeouts
hits.
along the way. Kenley
Only
Jansen
pitched 6
works
innings.
2
That
full
sucks.
innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan
we end up
Plesac,
scoring
and
more
our entire
runs.
crew, I'm
So
Matt
that's a
Vasgersian.
good
This
thing.
has been a presentation of
Maybe
MLB
the
The
wheel came
Show.
off
For
with
more,
Batista
don't forget.
started sucking. I shall return. I have to use the bathroom.
An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Speed is at cap. Arm accuracy. I don't think I need arm accuracy. No. Throwing distance short. So you never know, it might need it. Let's see what's in the training facility. Stamina. Go with stamina. My stamina some more.
Fine Sunday here in the City of Angels, Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Dodger baseball on the...
We gotta get our shit together if we want to make it to the
Rich
postseason.
Bulldog gets the assignment for the
Even
rubber
though we
match
already
in
won
this
2 World
series.
Series already.
What do we need to know here, Danny?
It's never
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable.
bad
Last
to go
3
for number
starts,
3.
ERA
The Yankees
just
had like
under
27, so what's the
3.00,
difference?
and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Dero, Danny, this LA Dodger ball club, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Scorch to third. Harden is right there.
It is strange because
first, and there were 2 down.
September already, and usually at this time I'll be like, oh, it's September. Next month it's gonna start night crew.
In now, Paul Goldschmidt.
Christmas is gonna be around the corner. But since Toys R Us went out of business, I ain't gotta worry about that this year.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Actually, I get to enjoy Thanksgiving
Swing and a miss
this
on a
year.
ball that
Don't have
jammed
to
him.
work on fucking Thanksgiving.
2 out, nobody on. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Leading off the inning, Johnny Huntley, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball.
I was supposed to get a camera for my PS4. I keep forgetting to get one.
And guys,
Plus,
this starting
I don't
pitcher
even
right
know
here
where
is in
the
the top
fuck
5
I
in
would
the
put
league in
it.
strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Striding in, Abraham Almonte, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. Hit on the ground out to short. Backhanded. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
71 speed.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. He's
Double
right
play.
there. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Coming to the plate now, Rich
Look at that.
Bulldog,
Batting at
as he'll get
333.
his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt. These Rockies guys, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, I think if you would have asked the manager of this team, first 5 games of this road trip, you're going to go 4-1. He would have signed that in blood. So let the guys continue to play the way they've been playing. Everything is going nice right now.
Foul away.
I jammed on that shit.
Bases are empty here with
Actually,
2 men out.
the zone. He loved that sweeping curveball. Let's see if he goes for it again.
Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So that keeps the bottom of the second going.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? This could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch.
Harden just can't stop striking the fuck out,
Swing
man.
and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. One
But
left
it
for
doesn't
LA.
matter. He strikes out
After 2,
if
it's
I'm
a 2-0
on
ball
base
game.
or if I'm not on base. He's just striking out, period.
We welcome you back on a sunny day here in Los Angeles. Set to start the 3rd inning in this one.
Standing on the rocks.
In now for Colorado, Ray Fuentes. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first
I'm
pitch.
in New
I
York.
got to think he was guessing off speed.
Well, I live in
Behind
New York
0-2
State.
now.
I don't live in New York City.
A 32-year-old
We don't have no
veteran
fucking
was
beaches
selected
out
in the
there. They
first
call them
round
beaches,
back
but
in the
it's a
2009
man-made
MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Ready now, Richie Mota. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Richie Mota.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2
That's
away.
why they're at the bottom of the order.
Mowing him
They
down.
suck.
How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Popped him up. Harden over to his right, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail it here 2-0.
Sure is not hitting the ball.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Adam Frazier. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Inside and low, 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
The Rockies shortstop in front with a 3-1 count.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Full count still. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. This one's flared out toward left. Aquino is after it. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
In the air now, out to left. Aquino has a beat on it. 2 down. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Up next for Colorado.
First pitch on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Goldschmidt begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in.
I'm trying to remember because that's where Goldschmidt
now the
was
1-1
playing for a
pitch.
different team. Now he's in Colorado.
Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Could be wrong.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And 2-2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over.
Just to get it to land on the end of the friggin'
3 up, 3 down
zone.
for Colorado. They're down 2-0. Standing in, Rich Bulldog. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Oh.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Eugene Harden would be next.
Sure.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Fuentes moves over.
Should have waited
Makes
for
the
it a little
catch,
bit more.
and that'll retire the side. Striding in once again, Johnny Huntley. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. Right over the middle, knee high. Here it comes, 0-2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away. At the plate, Abraham Almonte.
Up next for Colorado, center fielder, Abraham Almonte.
Here comes the first pitch. Just missed with a breaking ball.
It's like he gave up on catching that one.
A high fastball is in there. 50th pitch of the game on its way. 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Excuse me.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santander waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Now batting, Aaron Luke comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And that's dead center for strike 1. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're still down. It's 2-0.
Martin Seaman Bellinger.
Stepping into the box, Ray Fuentes will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. On a line, that's a base hit. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
That should jump.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Popped him up. McDaniel calls for it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Uh-oh. 2K Prelude is ready to be used.
Now at the plate, Antonio Senzatella. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fuentes, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Feliciano ranging back, and they'll have to run this down near the 360 sign. The run scores from second. It's a 6-1 game, and he's going to make it easily. It's a stand-up triple.
Yeah, it might only be a drop in the ocean, but every run helps when you're down this big. That triple gets them within 5 runs, so we'll see if they can keep chipping away here.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
I tell you, they always get a fucking hit with 2 outs.
And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Rich Bulldog, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Hit on the ground. Huntley takes it in.
Contact is so
and very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
And contact is so weak. Is
leading
like
off the inning,
ridiculous.
Paul Goldschmidt, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Well, it could be worse.
2 balls and a strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field
thanks
gap.
for watching a
Plays
random
off the
stream.
slurve there, and it's 3-1 now. The 3-1. Way in front of that fastball.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
Struck him out. Struck
Welcome
him
to
out
the
again,
baseball
I should
stream.
say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
In now, Johnny Huntley, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Check.
1-1-1.
Makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw gets him 2 down.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing. Second guessed himself on that one.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Abraham Almonte. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ground ball sent back up the middle. McDaniel is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable. Stepping in, Aaron Luke. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about
Got
his
a better
business.
pitch count,
He's looked
that's
really
why.
sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Now the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Oh, excuse me.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should
Of
be
course he
extra
did.
bases.
Why wouldn't he hit it to fucking
Legs
center?
churning. He's headed for second.
No runner.
And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Now at the plate, Ray Fuentes, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. The 1-0. High and deep down the left field line. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul. Hit in the air out to center field.
got jammed
Santander waits on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Ready once again, Richie Mota. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Richie Mota.
First pitch of the at-bat. Called strike over the outside corner. Breaking ball in for a strike. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, you
That
can tell by their
slurve ball is a
approach they're
bitch,
going to go
man.
up
It
there
is
and
a
try to be
very
aggressive
fucking
off this
pitch.
guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Curtis Spahn will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. The batting average down in the low 210s. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is
Should
retired.
have left him on the bench.
1 left for Colorado. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Rich Bulldog. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well
Just
as he
don't have
has,
no
it kind
contact.
of forces the manager's
Oh,
hand
power,
to stay on.
really.
He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Adam Frazier, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2.
Up.
Fouled off.
Yeah, he's not going to get to that. He's not running.
He'll try again. 1-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Feliciano has a play. He's got it 1 away. So coming to the plate, DJ LeMahieu. He went down on strikes last time up. First offering on its way. Weakly to the right. That rolls foul for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Feliciano on the move.
Oh, he caught it.
Makes the
Damn,
catch in
it
the
ended up
corner.
in the wall.
Rockies down to their final out now. And stepping in, the power-hitting
We seen
first
Bill like
baseman, Paul
Cespedes and
Goldschmidt.
leap into the crowd.
Not even close on
Hurt
that swing.
himself.
No balls and a strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over. 8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Rich Bulldog earns a league-leading 11th win of the year, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Brandon Hudson was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the Victoria.
I think they use that dude Brandon Hudson as a scapegoat for the starting pitcher.
For the Rockies, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base.
Saturday Night Baseball now. Connor De Los Santos will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. Well, here's a look now at the Angels starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. One out, nobody on. And he lays off a pitch outside.
I don't know what's up with the slurve ball. It's like you got to put it.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Andrelton Simmons becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He enters this one second in the American League in round trippers.
Eaten up by a bulldog.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
Back-to-back punch-outs in the bottom of the first. This guy has got his stuff working today. This offense better wake up.
Line to the right side. Patterson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Ready now for L.A., Scott Schebler.
Leading off for the Halos.
And the pitch.
Designated hitter. Scott.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. A ball and a strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting
Another
is
funny thing, there should be a way to get rid of that fucking red line, and I don't know how to do it. Because that red line is what kind of is throwing me off. Because it's, you know, it just looks weird.
And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, get hit by the ball.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Full count. Here it comes. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are first and second now.
So badly, man. I can't tell.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
It looks like the way that the thing is set up, it feels like I'm a left-handed pitcher.
Just
the way that I look at it.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the one. Chop back to the mound. Can they turn it? Scooped up, and there's 1 away.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
McDaniel ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Rob Brantley, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Slurve in there, strike 1. Called strike 0-2. Schebler, the runner at third. Haniger at second with 2 gone. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. In now for the Angels, Nolan Fontana, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Ready for another chance? Mike Trout 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And that misses for ball one.
End up so high.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike now.
Excuse me.
Fastball called strike, 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Strike 3 called on the slurve that time, and there are 2 down. And you see it right there on your screen. Strikeout number 200 for him on the year, as he has been very difficult to solve this season. At the plate, Andrelton Simmons 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First offering on its way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hit high and deep out to left. Santander racing back to the track. Oh, and this kicks right
off of shit, Santander hit the wall.
And tries for third. And he'll get in there at third as he just misses a home run, but settles for the triple.
As we take another look, you can see the left fielder selling out here, goes up for it, but just can't bring it down. And by the time the center fielder makes it over to help out, the hitter is halfway to third with a nice triple.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Next will be the designated hitter, Scott Schebler, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. A bouncer to the left side and a base hit. So early
I hate
trouble
when they
to lead
slide
off the
for the
inning.
fucking ball, man. Just go down and get it. Die for that shit.
So
Use your
digging
body
in
to
now,
stop the
Mitch
ball,
Haniger
something.
reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First offering on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Oh, and the slurve is over for strike 3 called. 1 gone.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Stepping in now, Greg Bird, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Greg Bird.
A ball and a strike now to Bird.
That's bullshit
Schebler
right there.
leads off first with 1 away. Hit in the air out to center field. Verdugo waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And here's Renato Nunez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Hit hard on the ground is short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Angels strand 1. They trail it here 2-0.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice. What a fuck.
Settling in now, Rob Brantley. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home. Fouled away.
Yeah, let that one go. He might have got a ball instead of a
Looking
strike.
to punch him out again. The pitch. Line softly out toward left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball one. So far this season, Fontana is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. A source of pride for him, I'm sure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Angel shortstop behind in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. And he got him.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Back to the top of the order now, and standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
First offering on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Right on the fucking line. That's not just a bit high. It was nowhere high.
On the ground over to first. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in now, Andrew Benintendi. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Brantley on second, Simmons at first, 2 out in the inning. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. LA's on top, 4-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Scott Scheffler. He singled his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as we head toward the All-Star break, you can see he's on top of the NL in that category. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger.
Playing as a pitcher,
they want to see something
really go by really quick.
calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Henniger stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Fucking wings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. I wonder how long it took him to build that third tonight. Stick around. Leading off the inning, Renato Nunez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. And that one just missed outside. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. Patterson is in pursuit, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Rob Brantley, who was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around.
1-1-1.
Dribbled to the right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in, Nolan Fontana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Angels are gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one. This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep a potential big inning started.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Run, you dick. You were going to really just stand there and not fucking run to the bag?
Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Andrelton Simmons. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just missed with a breaking ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. 2 balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons. Liner toward right center. And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes 1, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
And that misses, ball 1. A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
Weird, the ball just
well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
3-1 now as that misses down and in. Scott Shepler will be next. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, they've really had his number
That
so
nugget
far in
curve
this
is
series. That's his
kryptonite.
5th strikeout in
Yeah,
this
no matter
series
that nugget
alone.
curve, the last 3 times I faced them.
And that brings up Scott Scheffler as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Here comes another 0-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Still hit that
Simmons
shit.
at second with 2 down.
How far down do you want me to bring it?
And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoot
Tired
tops.
now, you bastard.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More
up.
from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And that's the first out. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Softly hit here to the left side. And he'll get in there safely.
Just so far.
You know, Kiro, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're trying to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into
Nobody's
an infield
playing.
single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Digging in to try it again, Rob Brantley. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Bird at second. Nunez is over at first with 1 away.
Oh, come on.
Not by much. It's 2-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
A bouncer up the
double
middle,
play.
taken in by Simeon. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 5-0 finish tonight. Los Angeles wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Rich Bulldog pitches his way to a league-leading 12th win of the year, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
He gave up 7 hits, too. That's a lot more than I liked. But it is what it is. Well, guys, that's going to do it from me this morning. If you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure to leave me a like. Make sure to leave me a comment. And, yeah, please don't forget to subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. H24, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you tonight in another stream. Peace. This has been Bear and Baseball. Thank you. Now I'm gonna go to bed.